Hi guys, this is Just with your all signs, the Taurus eclipse. We're going to look at each sign and see what could occur, what could come out of this Taurus eclipse for your sign, and how are you feel about what's going to happen. That usually puts things in perspective for me and narrows down how this will all play out. So we're going to go by each sign. Now, if you want to skip ahead to your sign, do check out the timestamps. Now, guys, the timestamps are all the way at the bottom of the description box. A lot of you look at the beginning of it, don't see it, and get a bit frustrated. I'll try to remember to put it in the comment section, but it usually is in the description box all the way at the bottom. So let's get into the reading. We're going to start with Aries. Aries. So, Taurus is showing up in your second house, which governs money, the money that you make, your valuables, your possessions, how you value things. And so for you guys, you could be looking at new ways of making money. You may see an uptick in your finances. Your career could be going really nicely. There could be a brand new addition to the home, like a baby, a new relationship. The Sun card really speaks to any new beginning or enlightening of a situation. So if some of you have been in the dark, not sure about things, you're going to get your enlightenment. This is a very karmic time for you guys, and it is a karmic blessing. Aries, it is your time coming next year. Jupiter is going to be in your sign, and following that year, North Node is going to be in your sign. So it's really going to be about you guys for the next 2.5 upwards of 3 years. And so this eclipse is showing that there's going to be something new coming in, and for all of you it'll be different, but there is a happy new beginning, fresh new start, learning some things which will create for you. And how are you going to feel about it? Well, you have to wait. Whatever this is, it's not coming to you automatically. You will have to wait, but your actions will pay off because it will bring you positive results, whether it be in love, whether it be in any areas of your life, whatever is coming into your life or you're creating and starting, because that could be the Sun card too. What you create and what you start and what you manifest will be felt in a very harmonious way with others, okay? And some of you have new love coming in your life. That's what I have for Aries. Now let's look at Taurus. Taurus. Well, this is kind of a resurgence, whatever this full moon is. If you have been unable to move forward to communicate, you or another person, to get clarity, to get understanding, if communication has stopped in any area of your life, frustrations, because this can be frustrations, this could be going overboard or not doing anything at all. That is going to change, because this is going to bring you, this Taurus eclipse is going to bring you Tauruses. You are the star of the show. New sense of clarity, understanding, and an ability to make decisions, right? This could be someone coming into your life, giving you some advice or help or aid and giving you some clarity and helping you move forward in something. And how are you? And for some of you, this will be completely love related. Some of you ladies will have a man who you've not heard from will come in and who will clearly express themselves in a very careful but a very honest sort of way, right? And as a result, you're going to feel like the two of you are back on board. Even if you're a Taurus man, if this is a love-related situation here, then you and someone will come back into alignment. This could be like a literal Sagittarius of some sort, but you guys will be coming back on board, trying to work things out, trying to test the waters to see if everything is going to go, and everything could be a go, and everything could get back to a place of alignment. Whatever this clarity is, whatever this communication is, you better believe it is going to give you a sense of understanding and a sense of calm and peace. And that's a good thing. So that's what I have for Taurus. Now let's look at Gemini. Gemini. Well, for some of you, this is either a focus, a major focus that kind of all comes up because you have Taurus in your 12th house. So that is your subconscious. That focuses on all the things that is hidden. It's like an attic. There's all the things up there that's hidden, and you rarely go into your attic, right? But this Taurus full moon is making you focus on all the things that you may feel like could be a little scary to come to a realization, but you are coming to a realization about. And it may require you to put in work, right? And to really focus. But as you are focusing on something, you are coming to a breakthrough, Gemini. You're coming through a breakthrough. Now, this could be anything. Eight of Pentacles could be work, of course. It could be anything that is tangible or something that you spend a lot of time focusing on, right? Even almost to obsession. But what you're getting is a breakthrough. And through this breakthrough, you will realize that whatever this is, okay, I work too much, or I'm spending too much time focusing, stressing, worrying about this, or I've come to the realization that it's time to let this go, whatever this is for some of you. So this Taurus eclipse is making you guys realize all the things that you haven't been paying attention to. Now you're giving focus to, and you are going to make peace with it. It's so fitting because Scorpio is in your 6th house. This is a card of Scorpio. So you could be saying goodbye to some type of routine, a daily routine in your life. For some of you, it could certainly be a person. And with this person, you may be making some changes with this person. So either you're going to step up and try to make things right. They probably will. They could possibly. Some of you will finally put the nail on the coffin, have your cry possibly, and let someone go, Gemini. And you may transform into this energy and start making it more about you and not so much about focusing on someone else that brings you fears, anxieties, and worries. So I like that change and that transformation. For some of you, it could be a hard transition, but the other side of where you're going after all of this is said and done looks really good, because I do see you guys focusing more on yourself and being more open to love. That's what I have for Gemini. Now let's look at Cancer. Well, Cancer, this Taurus eclipse is going to bring, for some of you, a complete end. That was hard. It wasn't an easy end, and you still have some ending to do. Okay, you do. For some of you, it may have been devastating, or will be devastating to you or another person, but a tie is being severed. And Taurus is in your 3rd house, if I'm not mistaken. Cancer. No, I'm lying. I'm sorry. This is Taurus is in your 11th house. Excuse me. So that means friends. It can mean a host of things, but friends is pretty prominent here. Some of you may be taking a fine-tooth comb with friends, groups, associations with others, that sort of thing. And it could be on any level. And I feel like you've come to a realization that it's time to be done once and for all. How you feel about it? Damn, it was hard. And it's still something that you're kind of cleaning the cobwebs. And some of you are still trying to, go through the motions. You may still feel burdened by having to end something or be done with something. But boy, oh boy, all of this, Cancer, you're going to feel like it's completely worth it, because what comes out of it, you being so whole and so complete and so blessed in a way that you may not even imagine. You have a clean slate, guys. You have a clean slate, and you probably will be cultivating new relationships, new connections that are extremely meaningful. They will be people who will be healing to you as you will be for them. And you'll feel like you have whatever you've been dreaming and wishing and praying for, you're going to get it. And it may be more than you've ever asked for. That's what I have for Cancer. I like that. Now let's go to Leo. Leo, excuse me. Well, as you know, Taurus is in your 10th house, and some of you may have experienced some changes with your own identity, like your identity is about to change, right? Because that is the highest point of the chart. So it does speak to how people see you, how you've established yourself in life, your overall stance in life is your 10th house. You could go look it up and look at everything else is your career. It's many things. It's authority figures, that sort of thing. But there will be major changes. Some of you, this Taurus eclipse is going to eclipse you into ending a cycle and starting something anew. Now, there's a huge lesson to be learned here. Some of you are literally finishing school. Congratulations, or will be starting. Whatever this is for you, Leos, I want you to know this Taurus full moon is going to bring back who? You. Now, you're going to feel like things are happening fast, guys. I have several cards because I really need to get down to the bottom of things here. You're going to feel like things are happening fast for you, right? When this eclipse happened. And again, this could affect you in ways where people see you differently, because again, it is your 10th house, right? So whatever this is, now you can take it And you're going to feel like things are moving pretty quickly. Now, this can bring you back to a familiar place, bring you someplace new that feels familiar, but you better believe that it is definitely karmic, right? There's some type of soul tie here connected to what is coming to you. It could move you in a place where you feel even more encouraged to move forward toward it. But you may find yourself saying, well, no, I'm changing. Whatever this is, even now, if this is love and someone's coming back into your life, you them, some of you are going to try it again only to realize, I realize now what I should be doing. And it may not be going back to someone, but it should be taking a leap in a new direction and really enjoying my life. I feel like 2023 may be awesome for you Leos out there, really giving you a new lease on life, making you unafraid, willing to go out there and really make some things happen. And it starts in the Scorpio season where massive change is happening for you guys. And it could be saying goodbye to someone. Hopefully it's not literal, but whatever this changes in this end, which was very hard to do, it only begets so much more. And it almost make you feel like your world can very well be your oyster. That's what I have for Leos. Now let's look at Virgo. Virgo. Well, Taurus is hitting your 9th house. And so that is the house of travel, higher education, religion, foreigners, a lot of things. You would have to go and check out that 9th house. However, for you, this is going to bring up a lot of thoughts that may be confusing, may be overwhelming. Your dreams may be extremely prophetic. And for some of you, you may feel like everything is coming in at once, and it may produce a lot of frustration. And it's internal. If you pay attention, these cards are all internal. So some of you are having what you call an internal awakening, and we're all going through it, right? Scorpio season right now is really bringing up and out a lot of psychological things for us, and it's hitting you quite specific in your emotions as well as your mental state. And you may feel overwhelmed and just exhausted to some extent. You're really not sure exactly. And there's a lot of things that either you're going to discover about yourself that you're coming to see as truth, whether it be in dreams, whether it be right in your face. I feel like some of you Virgos may find yourself being prophetic, like you think of something, you feel something, you dream about something, and then it happens, so you get confirmation in some kind of way. So this moon eclipse in Taurus will specifically speak for you guys in a way that will heighten and give you a lot of energy and a lot of knowing and understanding. But it will be confusing, okay? It will be confusing. It will be frustrating, okay? But what does it do? It brings you closer to understanding not just you, but also the people around you. And it's so loud, Virgos, that you can't ignore it, whether it be how someone's treating you, what you've gone through, what you've had to do, what you're going to have to do in order to get to your place of peace and understanding, putting the pieces of the puzzle together so that it all makes sense for you, so that you can leave it there and move on. This is where you're at in life, and that's a great thing. It looks like it could be a bit funky and hard to kind of process and feel, but you, if anyone could do it, you can, and you are. And what does it get you in the end? Success, victory, a new lease in life, a new slate in life. Some of you are really born to be teachers, to be leaders by example, and to leave what was, okay, I am just part of the group, to I'm being ushered into a higher level of membership, power, allegiance, right? So you're headed there. You're headed to places where only a few can go, Virgo, and all eyes will be on you. You're headed to success, and you're headed to a lot more comfort in life. But you'll look back and say, it wasn't easy to get here. That's what I have for Virgos. Now let's look at Libra. Libra. Well, Taurus is in your 8th house. So boy, oh boy. You have all of those feelings. Some of you could be dealing with a lot. Scorpio, the 8th house represents ties, financial ties, your money, no, really other people's money, aligning yourself with another person, and really becoming more intimate and deep relationships. Could also speak to great, powerful things in connections with people that are very intimate, and almost like you can't leave the person ever in life, but it also can kind of like destroy you too if you stay in something too long. It'll start to show the rotting and all the problems in that 8th house as well. For some of you, you will find that this eclipse is showing you things, or it's creating pains and hurts in your life, or disappointments with the 5 of Cups. It's the 5 of Cups here. So it could be disappointments and just pains right now that you just feel sad about. It is going to bring up a lot of emotions, deep emotions, repressed emotions in you guys that you want to run away from. But what it's doing is making you realize, Libra, and you're in the beginning of this stage. So remember I said that, okay? You may not be hearing this on a constant basis from me. So remember I said that to you, that you are at the beginning of a huge transformation where you're going to have to do what? Stand on your own 2 feet, which you guys do pretty well, but you just are in this state in your sign where your sign is you and another person all the time in some aspect. But people, or a particular person is starting to show you that you've got to make a change. You've got to make yourself more of a focus and evolve in life. For some of you, it could very well be, I lost something. I'm trying to figure my way out, and boy, will you figure your way out. So with loss, with sadness, with even heartbreak, and trying to escape, you only come to realize that it's making me stronger. It's making me better. You're going to decide to start over, to evolve, and to be better, whatever that better is, but you're getting into a better place. And it is with your own effort that you're going to get there. And I also feel like Cancer, like I said about Cancers, you Libras are going to start to move toward new people are going to come into your life. You're going to be open up to new people who could be more of a benefit to who you're becoming, because you're changing and you're becoming a different you. So this is, although, like I said to Virgo, it could be quite difficult to get all of it out. In the end, it's going to make you more powerful and more self-sufficient and more focused on self and more reliable within self. That's what I have for Libras. Let's look at Scorpio. Scorpios. Okay, so as we know, you, like Taurus, is the star of the show because it is hitting your 7th house. And your 7th house is all about partnerships on any level, right? Business, intimate partnerships, any one-to-one relationships out there. That is what is represented by the 7th house. And you have Taurus there. So this new moon, 1, is wearing your ass out. For any of you guys who are feeling like you're mentally stressed out, you feel like you're like, what is going on with me? I feel like I'm about to have a nervous breakdown. It is this full moon in Taurus, because we right now have a stellium in your sign. I think it's Sun, Moon, Mercury, a bunch of stuff is in your sign. So that moon is opposing a lot of things for you, and you may feel like, what is going on? You're seeing, hearing, and feeling things that could feel a bit overwhelmed. If some of you may feel like your hands are tied, you feel imprisoned in some way, that sort of thing. Now, I have 2 stories for it's 2 groups of you I'm speaking to. So the first group is, this is a relationship, marriage relationship of some sort, right? And you may have felt like you've been controlled, or you've had to take control over a situation, because I get husband, wife, I get a real couple here, right? Some things have been coming out. Some things now you can't ignore. It could be someone's poor habits, poor decisions, that sort of thing. But how you're going to feel about it is that you're coming to some type of reality about this particular person, or even your behavior with another person, or even others, right? As a result, it's going to change. Something is coming to an end. Pressure busts pipes, and therefore there's going to be a complete end and a change. And it's so befitting because we're in Scorpio season. So, of course, you're headed for yet another change. And I'm sure you guys have felt it and seen it, like it's coming. You've feeling it coming, and you're going to have a good cry, feel your loss, feel the change, feel that reality coming your way. And what comes out of this change? What comes out of this loss? For some of you, when it's an intimate relationship, some of you are going to leave that relationship and move on to something better because you're going to find your own happiness, your own peace, and your own stability, right? Void of another person. You could also have this, you and this person, you're overcoming problems, and there's going to be a renew. There will be a renew in this relationship. For all of you, it'll be different. If you know this person to be a certain way and handle you a certain way, time will tell about that, guys. Second groups of you, though, this is about you, Scorpio. This is about having to make a lot of changes or having to make a significant change. And you've been stressed out about it, fearful about it, all the things, right? We know Scorpio energy is nothing to play with. But you know how you're going to feel about it, how you're going to interpret it with this eclipse. I have to take control. And boy, will you take control. Now, it's not going to be easy taking control over your life, wherever your life has been very problematic. You're going to have a cry. Things will come up that you have to kind of like say goodbye to. You even may have felt like some things have been unfair toward you. All the things, right? The emotions are there. They're full. But what comes out of it is peace. Some of you are going to get a house. Some of you are going to get to a place of your own stability, your own peace, your own happiness. And you're going to start making things more about you, right? This could be a new home. This could be a new car. This could be making some changes where you start to go out and initiate things. And as you're initiating this new life for yourself, you'll find success and reward. Probably by this time next year, you're going to feel really good about where you are in life. Definitely, even probably by Sagittarius season, Aries season, you're going to feel like I'm back on track, or I'm very clear about where I'm going. And I do see success. I see a very strong connection coming your way. So that's what I have for Scorpio. Now let's look at Sagittarius. Well, Sagittarius, Taurus rules your sixth house. And we know your sixth house is everything you do every day. You go to work, you run your business, you go to the gym, you eat, you clean, whatever you do on a day-to-day basis, that's the sixth house, right? So what do you guys have been dealing with this Taurus full moon? And let's not forget the eclipses there as well. I didn't even mention that, but this is gonna be an eclipse, an eclipse with Uranus, where you won't necessarily see it coming. Now, I have several Sagittarius clients, and so I get a test from reading from them recently that yes, this is happening, at least to the ones that I know. And so, guys, this is showing something out of the blue is happening. Well, what would you say that's happening out of the blue that you kind of can't control, that literally comes out of the blue? Hold on, guys. Love. Some of you have love. This is the beginnings of love. This is a budding love, right? This is something where you realize you're in love with someone, they realize they're falling in love with you, or someone comes into your life and it's a really sweet, loving situation. This doesn't even have to be an intimate love affair. It could definitely be just people being kind and giving to you and opening themselves up to you and being helpful to you and that sort of thing. But what comes out of this, right? A long term. For some of you, you're headed for a long-term relationship that gets better with time. Yes, it gets better with time. This could be new with that Knight of Cups. It could be someone that you already know, but you Sagittariuses are headed toward better times in a love dynamic or in a partnership dynamic with another or others that is going to be beneficial for you guys. One of the better readings here. When I saw the cards, I said, wow, you're going to be happy about this. And it's so fitting because, again, I feel like you guys are headed toward a new beginning where, again, life will start to feel much better. And Sagittarius, I know you're happy about this because you guys have been going through your peaks and valleys for years now. So I'm happy to say that this will perhaps literally shake you by force and shift you by force into a place where you feel more sustainable, you feel solid, you feel like life is working in your favor, and it may have staying power. But again, definitely speaks to a love that can be very much lasting. That's what I have for Sagittarius. Now let's look at Capricorn. Taurus, Capricorn. Okay, so Capricorn. Taurus is in your fifth house, and that speaks to budding new love, kind of like boyfriend, girlfriend stage, that type of thing, new love coming into your life, sexcapades, children, gambling, starting new business. A lot of great things is in the 5th house, right? So Taurus is there with this new moon. With this full moon and Uranus. How's this affecting you guys? Well, this shows that either for some of you, a man is going to come into your life or has been in your life, and someone's coming to a realization. There's a realization that you Capricorns are coming to. Excuse me. If this is about money, you guys are going to find that you're going to feel like, well, I'm going to focus more on my career, my finances, my money, my day-to-day work. You're going to put the work in. And some of you are going to feel like I'm going to get where I need to be so I can leave where I'm at. There's something about where you are where you may not feel so happy, satisfied, content. You're going to do something about it like Capricorns usually do. And as a result, but while you're doing something about it, you'll find yourself going through the process of second guessing. I'm not sure. The fears will come up in you because you still have you still have Pluto transiting your sign. So there will be that fear. There will be the unknowns of where's everything going to go? Will it all work out for me? Am I going to get my just due? That sort of thing. You may even start dreaming about it. You may start fantasizing about it. But one thing about it, you will be walking away. You're going to walk away from something that you feel no longer serves you, and you're going to be headed to a place that does give you the satisfaction that you so deserve. For some of you, this could be obviously a relationship, and for some of you, it could be coming to a realization that this isn't working and you guys aren't aligning properly, which can be pretty unfortunate because it seems like there's love here, but someone could be walking away from this relationship, not all in the same time. It could be we being in Scorpio season, and this, if it's happening right now, you leaving or love, it's because this is something that has already been in the ethers prior. This can also be just departing for your person or someone, but departing from you because of work, and you have to be apart from your person. Whatever it is definitely going to bring you the satisfaction that you feel you deserve. It is a process. It doesn't feel so great, but you'll get where you need to be, and love comes to you again. Okay, that's what I have for Capricorns. Now let's look at Aquarius. Aquarius. Well, the Taurus is in your 4th house. So this is all about your home, right? And with the lunar eclipse and Uranus in your 4th house, there could be a change or some drama in and around your home life. You needing to tackle something that could kind of come out of the blue. It has been festering with this card. It has been festering, but now there's something that needs to be done about it. Whether you do it or someone does it, and it creates automatic shift in some sort, you're going to feel like you have to wait, you have to sacrifice something, right? You may want to move or make some changes, but you may feel like you've been stuck, you've not been able to do things, and you've been just buying time. And in your time of waiting, because this is pretty much being in a waiting pattern, whether it be by force or by choice, in your process of rating, and you guys are feeling like, well, no, I'm not going to do anything, or no, I can't do anything. As a result of that waiting, you get to your understanding. So this is actually a blessing for you guys. By not doing anything or by having to wait and being forced to wait, brings you understanding, brings you the decision that you've been waiting for. Okay. So if this is a decision that you've been waiting for, or a decision that you have to make, you're going to feel like, okay, I can now resume. So there's going to be possibly some of you may be able to reconcile. So if you've been having some problems, some issues with those that you care for, there's going to be a conversation. There's going to be some clarifying things. And then the road to recovery looks clear. Okay. So because this could bring family back, children back. This can really bring back a better connection between you and someone else or others where there has been drama. And it kind of brings things back in alignment. And Aquarius says you're going to be happier for it. That's what I have for you guys. Now let's look at Pisces. So Pisces, Taurus is in your 3rd house. And And that speaks to communication, anything when it comes to mercurial things, right? So communicating, driving, your neighbors, your relatives, that sort of thing. Many other things as well. Managing things, management, running your business. That's your third house. And for some of you, you may have felt overwhelmed and just underwhelmed, really underwhelmed with things I've just mentioned. And so this eclipse and Taurus, lunar eclipse, along with Uranus, may spark in you, will start to focus on those things, focus on what you're not doing or what you feel like you no longer want to be a. You could be overly thinking about something and finding yourself dipping into a bit of a depression, or just not having the energy and the drive to really do things, right? You're going to feel like you overwhelmed. So some of you may feel a bit overwhelmed, or you have a couple of choices, a couple of things you're juggling, a couple of things going on where you could feel overwhelmed. You have a decision to make. You're not so sure about it, that sort of thing. But what comes out of this, Pisces, is more. So some of you are going to get more. So whatever this is, for some of you, you may go from not saying anything to having a lot to say. I don't went over my time. I'm so pissed. To having a lot to, that you're getting more. You're getting more money. You're getting more income. For some of you, just more is going to come your way, Pisces. As a result of this Taurus full moon, I see you guys getting more love, more money, feeling like you're going to get back on track, or you're more stable. You may have more time to spend with kids, spend with family. You will start to focus on more practical areas of your life. And you may also have some love coming your way, better love life. Just life will start to feel better overall, and you won't have to feel like you're doing it all alone. That's what I have for you guys. I hope that this has all been helpful to you. Check me back on the next one. Take care, guys.